featured creator video. Today's featured creator we have with us
CalmBee.
Welcome in with us, CalmBee. I'm so excited to ask you some questions, so let's hop right into it. Alrighty, so our first question here, I want to ask you a little bit about this room. Can you give us a quick description, a little bit of rundown?
Sure. So this was one of the first Rec Room Studio maps that I created. It was for the Rhythm and Rooms contest. I created everything you see here in Blender, and Redbeard, who I'm friends with, he helped me with the music and the soundtracks. But it was a really fun map, and one of the things I knew I wanted to create when I got Rec Room Studio was a water park. So when the contest came out, it just worked.
It's a beautiful room, such a scenic room as well, with a ton of music in it. So turn your sounds up when you're in here. Let's on to our next question. The next question I have for you is, tell us a little bit how you got started in building in Rec Room.
Sure. So I actually started playing Rec Room just by being like a quester. I played a lot of Jumbotron, and then the more I played, I met friends who were really good at building, such as like Updog, and he would show me his rooms, and I was always so impressed. And then one day I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try and build a map. I slowly realized that, hey, anyone could build in Rec Room if you just practice, and since then I've been hooked. And then I started making Saved by the Bell map, and that really just took off, and from there I just haven't stopped since.
So let's talk about some of these rooms, actually. Can you give me your top 3 rooms?
So my top rooms that I've created, at least recently, have been Mall Madness, a hide-and-seek map that just got featured this past week, and I'm super excited about it. I also made Improv Theater with Therapeutic. It was her idea, and I kind of brought it to life. And that was a fun improv game where it gives you like a random prompt, and you have to act it out. Okay, my favorite Maker Pen map was definitely Tales of a Drunken Sailor. That was for the folklore contest, and we did get best character in that room, but it was honestly my favorite room of all time, and to this day.
If you haven't already, go check them out on her profile. Let's talk a little bit about Rooms 2.0, because I know some of your rooms are made with Rooms 2.0. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with building?
All right, so I've made 2 Rooms 2.0 maps. The first one was a rec center, but with like really silly ideas. And then recently I made the hide and seek map, and originally I was going to make it in a regular map, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself and try and learn Rooms 2.0 a little bit better, which is tricky because there's no CV1, there's no game chip, so everything just relies on like new circuits. But honestly, the circuits run really smooth, and once you understand all the like little quirks, and there's still bugs that need to be worked out, but they're definitely knocking them out one by one. And yeah, I'm really excited to see the future of Rooms 2.0 and just what people build with it. I think there's a lot more possibilities and a lot more gadgetries to play around with.
Let's go ahead and hop to our last question. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to interview you, but let's talk a little bit about how you recommend new creators get into building, or where they go for more information.
Yeah, so the best way to start building is honestly by just trying. Don't expect your first map to be a home run where it's going to get like 1 million views and it's going to be all over the watch menu. Just focus on like learning to how to use all the different tools. Watch a lot of YouTube videos. The more repetition you have, the better you'll get. There are a lot of courses you could take. I know that there's lists on RecNet and the Discord. I took a Maker Pen class even after I learned the basics. I found it, I still learn things, and I found it super helpful. But there's so many resources out there.
Alrighty, well, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much again, CalmBee, for joining us and letting us interview you. All the great information. If you haven't already, check out our profile on Rec Room. Again, that's CalmBee. We'll link it in the description below. And that's it. I'll race you to the top.
You're on.